Okay guys, this is most likely going to be a one-take video, so I'm going to get straight to the point. I want to talk about the 2-day cool-off period that OMVIC is proposing. And I'm using the word proposing because I don't think the shit's going to go through. I don't think it makes sense, and I'll tell you exactly why it doesn't make sense. So first of all, OMVIC did send a newsletter out saying that they're considering or is proposing that consumers should have a 2-day cool-off period. Now, in a lot of things you buy in Canada, and I have to say Canada because I have a lot of US viewers as well, a lot of things you buy in Canada, you do have a cool-off period. If somebody comes knocking on your door and say, hey, buy my water tank or buy whatever, you sign a contract, you could technically call and cancel within a certain amount of time. But in a used car market or in the car market, that does not work because buying a used car is so unique. Whether I have a similar model here and somebody in, let's say, Scarborough, Toronto, or wherever have a similar model, each car is very different. So yes, they can end up having buyer's remorse, but it is not a good idea to give the consumer 2 days cool-off period. And let's understand that. A couple weeks ago, we had 2 customers come into the shop to buy a specific car. It just so happened that the the appointments kind of overlapped each other. So generally speaking, when it's one guy who want to buy a car and they think they're the only person, they always think they're the only person interested in the car, they tend to tell you, let me think about it, let me take some time, or what's the best price. They try to hackle you. And that's a whole nother topic where customers saying they don't like negotiating, but yet they don't always want to ask you the best price. So you initiate in that negotiation. Anyway, if you don't want the best way to negotiate is walk away. And then if the dealer needs to reduce the price, they'll reduce the price. But that's a story for another video. Let's get back to the point here. Customers generally come in and then they say, okay, it's very hard for them to make a decision. What can you do for me? Can you throw in some tires? Can you do whatever? It just so happened that a second customer walked in and wanted the same car. So immediately both of them wanted the car right away. Because this one didn't want customer A to get it, customer B didn't want customer A didn't want customer B to get it, whatever. The bottom line is, because 2 people are now interested in the car, both of them will just automatically say, I want the car. And that's why the 2-day cool-off period is not good. Because what that means is, if a customer is shopping around for a car, a customer can essentially go to 3 dealerships on a Saturday, which is the busiest time, and go put a deposit on a car. And for whatever reason, they go to a second dealership, they see a car that's a little bit better. So they keep shopping, in other words. They put a deposit on a car to hold the car for them, but to make sure that they don't miss out on another opportunity, they go to 2, 3, 4 dealerships. If they find something better than the one that they bought from you, they could essentially call you back and say, I want my money back. But what that did for the dealer is you basically lost your opportunity to sell your car to somebody else, okay? Because the customer have a 2-day cool-off period, but you don't have any cool-off period. So during the time when you were shopping around for your car, I had to tell everybody else that this car is sold, right? I lost an opportunity to sell my car, and then you can come back and tell me that you do not want the vehicle at like within 2-day time. So a 2-day period is one-sided. It only helps the consumer. It does not help the dealers. And I think that if that 2-day period thing does go through, which I doubt highly it's going to go through, but if it does, dealers should have a cool-off period too. Why can I not sell you a car and within 2 days, if I realize I could get more money for my car, I call you back, say, yo, I want my money. Here's your money back. Give me my car back. So the 2-day period should work both ways. If it works both ways, I'm down for it. Because even if you put a deposit on my car and somebody else comes before I deliver that car to you and they want to pay me more money for it, I should be able to give you your money back. You're not going to lose nothing. I'll give you all your money back, but I'll sell the car to the highest bidder. And then it's fair. But it cannot be one way that a customer can cancel the deal within 2 days for whatever reason they want. And we cannot cancel the deal. We got to be ethical. And if the customer gives us a deposit, we have to hold the car for them. So it has to be both ways. And then I'm going to support it. Until then, it's a bunch of BS. Peace.